This podcast is a Radio Mike original production. Head to radiomike.com.au to find out more. If you enjoy listening to Harry Potter and the Boys each week, then make sure you jump on the Patreon. Patreon.com/Harry Potter and the Boys is the best way to support this independent podcast that we make, all from my apartment here in Melbourne. If you can contribute financially at all to help keep the show afloat, we would absolutely love that. Patreon.com/Harry Potter and the Boys. Get full video versions each week. Now let's get on to the show. 50 years after the final Harry Potter book, Harry Potter is now headmaster of Hogwarts, ready to usher in a brand new generation of witches and wizards. My name's Radio Mike, and I love Harry Potter. In fact, I love Harry Potter so much that when I was a kid, I wrote a series of 7 Harry Potter fan fiction novels. This is book 3 in that series. Welcome to Harry Potter and the Commentors from Azkaban. Hello, Amores, everyone. Welcome to Harry Potter and the Boys, a fan fiction podcast by me, Radio Mike. Book 3, The Commentors from Azkaban. Sam Garlep in the house.
In the house, but not in.
Sorry, I pointed at Sam.
But it was so aggressive, it seemed like a high five was coming.
Yeah, you thought I was high-fiving. So you started moving your hand, but mid that, realised it wasn't a high five, it was a point.
This must be some kind of toxic male thing where I wasn't sure if I was going to have to high five or defend myself.
Yeah.
And that's how hard
That's
it
a
is.
scary position to
And
be
you know what?
in.
It happens every day, being a man.
Does it? Yeah, it's difficult.
So it is scary. Anyway, thank God I'm here.
Yeah, thank God you're here, man. How have you been?
Pretty good.
That's good.
We were just talking to the Patreon, so g'day Patrons again. And g'day everyone else.
Yeah, another week of the pod, another chapter. We've gotten some great feedback for the last few chapters. Wonder where the story's going. We're like 16 chapters in or something, and not much has happened.
But we're at the school.
We are at Hoggy now. Yeah,
yes.
We're at Hogwarts.
I remember
Sam
it well.
vaguely remembers.
I remember it well. Things do slip out of my mind every so often.
Maybe like you're pulling them out to look at them in the pensieve.
Yeah.
And then you just lose them.
I imagine when you do pull out a memory,
Yeah.
put it in the pensieve, it stays in you. Like you can remember.
I think so. Like it's like a copy paste, not a cut and paste.
Yeah. And the thing is, that's very good.
Yeah. So when you pull your memory out to put it in the pensieve in Harry Potter, it's a copy paste, not a cut paste.
Yeah. And then if you get that little memory in the little vial, and then you smash it, that you're dragging that to trash, but you're only deleting the copy.
Yeah. You've still got the copy, so you can empty recycle bin.
You can definitely
because you've still got a copy somewhere else. It's like putting it's like someone messaged me today on the HPATB Insta, and they were like, "Hey, please tell me you're backing up the books just in case the computer dies or something, you lose them." Haven't yet, but I should.
You actually should.
Should put them on a...
You actually should.
Yeah, that would be a good idea. Anyway, we might get to it if we get a few Patreons.
Actually, speaking of HPATB, and obviously we're doing that. A mate of mine said something, I'm going to do the podcast later. He goes, you're going to do Habappy or something like that. I'm like, what? He's like, is that what you call it? I was like, no.
Habappy.
HBATB. Habap. Habab?
No, HPATB. Hapatby.
Yes. You're doing Hapatby? I'm like, we don't call it that, but then I was like, maybe we should.
No, it's HPATB.
I know. Anyway.
It's not Hapat. Do they know what the pod is, or did they think it was called Hapatby?
I think they know what it is.
Who is this?
It was actually Joe Simon, who you've met.
Yep.
Who works on the cheap seats as well.
Speaking of Joe Simon, who I've met, that segues nicely into what I was going to talk about.
Really?
Which is that, and this, you think this is absurd, what I'm doing.
Oh my God. This is why we didn't save it for Patreon. We're going to talk about Patreon. Oh my God.
This isn't Harry Potter related, but I don't know why.
It's actually shaken me since since I walked in today.
I am making a list of everyone I've ever met, and I'm putting it on a Google spreadsheet. I'm up to 713 people, I think, and Joe Simon I need to put him on. I haven't put him on yet.
I know, but you can't. Not right now. This is absolutely just, I don't know why, but this has annoyed me so much.
I just when Sam got here, I was like, hey, what's your girlfriend's sister's name?
Yeah.
And you were like, oh, Megan. I'm like, oh, great, because I'm making a list of everyone I've ever met, and I met her at your show.
And just casually decided typing them into this big spreadsheet, which I just think is insane. You can't possibly write a list of everyone you've ever met.
Yeah, but it's to the best of my memory, and I lean on other people for help, which is why I wanted to say to the listeners, again, if I have met you, I might not remember, but if we have met and you remember it, please send me a message. If you came to the live show and met me, send me a message so I can put you on the spreadsheet.
This is creating so much admin for yourself for no reason.
There's no reward or gain from this.
I did say to Mike, I'm like, it's annoying because I'm like, I kind of want my own one, but also it's impossible and it would take so long. And now I'm just getting, and the kind of like anxious thought of suddenly remembering someone you've met and having to put it on there.
Yeah.
Or every person you've met, now you've got to write their name down.
Well, it's been distracting me all day because like I'll be doing work and then I'm like, Tim from school, and I'll just have to open the spreadsheet and put Tim in.
That's the thing. If I was doing this task, I would have to sit down and I would be like, all right, I'm not getting up until I write down every single person.
No, it's just a constant work in progress.
Which I think is so, but...
It's just my new hobby, making a list of everyone I've ever met.
It also meant that we didn't start the podcast for like 20 more minutes because Mike would go to get the camera. Adrian Parisi from school.
My dad's cousin's son.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Do you want to do name a number between 1 and 700 and I'll see who it is?
Okay, we'll just do it quickly.
We'll just do one. Yeah,
okay,
we'll do the pot. All right. So name a number.
Okay, 542.
542, yeah.
Or should I do 394?
Oh, yeah, good. That's
Harry
Potter
Potter
related. 394. Okay, 394 is a guy called Robert, and he went to my high school. And when I lived in Kensington a few years ago, he actually, funnily enough, lived on the next street over. So I used to see him a lot.
Funnily enough, they should really rethink when to use that phrase. Mike, see, it's just ridiculous.
All right, let's move on.
And then
do you want to do another one? It's kind of fun.
No, but no,
it's fun.
And are we still recording?
Yeah, we are still recording.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we shouldn't be. We should cut all that. No, I'm joking. We are. Yeah, cool.
Okay. You do you have a Harry Potter tidbit?
Anyway, I just knew that we were going to have a struggle of this podcast because every time we mention a little tidbit, we're going to mention a person and you're going to think, oh, I've got to go quickly put them in because you pick up a microphone, you're like, oh, I forgot, Michael Fernando, and then you go put his name in. And then,
yeah, there is another Michael I thought of.
Yeah, see?
Yeah,
so,
but I'm fully in Hapatby now.
I just took a screenshot of your story before because you meant to put up a story saying, new light, who dis?
Yeah.
And you wrote, new lights, who did? Yeah. Who did? You did.
I did. No. Friend of the show, Mike. Anyway, this is irrelevant. This is the worst opening to the podcast ever.
Well, I was just roasting Mike. This was just, I don't know why.
Sorry, we both came with no preparation today, which isn't that less different than not.
I came from another work meeting, for the cheap seats, and as I left, I said, "Oh, I'm going to record
Part B."
And they said Hababble, or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And I said, oh, I don't have any tidbits. Anyone got any Harry Potter tidbits? And someone just said, Daniel Radcliffe's pretty short. Could talk about that. I'm like, right. Anyway, that looks up. He's 165 centimeters.
Yeah, he is short.
That is quite
He's shorter than us.
He's shorter than us.
Like I think I'm 177 centimeters or something.
You wish.
I think I am.
Yeah, we'll take it.
Am I taller than you or are you taller than me? I think I'm a little bit taller than you.
You might be a little bit taller than me. Should we stand up?
Yeah, we'll test it.
Go back to back.
The listeners can't see.
Oh, no, now it's just down.
No, I think you're actually a bit taller than me.
Okay, we can't actually see it in the camera.
Yeah, you can't. It doesn't matter. Daniel Radcliffe is a short man. He's a short man. But
165 is really small.
But it never really appears like that in the movies,
That's what I
does
thought.
it?
Would they have to have people, would he have to be on stilts or something?
Makes it easier for Hagrid to look like a giant.
Exactly.
Maybe they didn't do anything for that.
You know what helps that? I realised that Emma Watson is also 165 centimetres. They're exact same height.
And the more I think about it, they are the same height in the movies.
What about Ron?
100 Is he 6 foot? No, he couldn't be much taller than Harry and Hermione.
Mike, according to you, you're taller than him.
What?
Apparently, he is 173.
This is Rupert Grint, not
Rupert Grint, not Ron Weasley. It's not canon. I don't know how tall they are. I reckon if it's canon, Harry Potter is taller than 165 centimeters. That's for sure.
Yeah, wow.
Isn't that incredible?
But even like Malfoy in the movies looks like a similar height to them all as well. Like none of the characters seem particularly short or tall.
Guess who else is 165 centimeters?
Not Tom Felton.
No.
Dumbledore?
Maybe this person is like, oh, maybe this is why they thought, oh, geez, Daniel Radcliffe, he's a good height for this character.
James Potter?
J.K. Rowling.
There you
165, so they're the same height. I'm sure they weren't at the same height when she cast him.
Yeah.
That would be funny. That mean J.K. Rowling's really small. Anyway.
That's so interesting.
Miley Cyrus, 165 centimeters.
There you go. Miley and Harry Potter, same size.
Aretha Franklin.
Great.
Now I'm just reading celebrities who are 165. How about this?
Most of them seem to be women.
Yeah. But what about Rachel and Monica from Friends are also both 165 centimeters.
The characters or Jennifer Aniston?
Jennifer Aniston and Courtney Cox.
Right.
So maybe you've got
I guess the characters are as well because
Yeah.
it's them portraying them.
Maybe the thing is you have to find somebody you're the same height as, become characters, and then get cast together. Me and you. I've got a list of, this is general celebrities who are 165 centimeters, and this is the fourth or fifth Harry Potter related one.
Okay.
Bloody Maggie Smith.
Maggie Smith.
165 centimeters. What?
That's so crazy.
He's like, that's crazy.
They're so short. Why are they so short?
Why? If there's another Harry Potter character actor on
Filch? Filch
be
couldn't
incredible.
be much taller.
No, I'm getting Billy Joel, Piano Man. No, there's a lot of women. I'll be honest.
Yeah, it seems like a.
I'm trying to find.
Hayao Miyazaki.
Do you know that
Studio Ghibli guy?
No,
That's crazy.
Anyway, I'm now
Victoria Justice, Disney Channel, Lindsay
Lohan.
Lohan, Jack Ma. Don't know
that is.
him. I don't know.
I'm literally just hoping,
Mel Brooks.
hoping another Harry Potter alumni.
Let's
comes
give it
up.
4 more. No.
Oh, shivers.
No. No.
Pussycat Dolls.
No. Saturday Night Live. No. No. Let's give it 2 more.
Let's give it to
Naomi
50.
Watts. Okay, what are we up to? 48? No, 46. No, I don't think there will be.
Imagine. Oh, Angela Merkel.
This sucks.
Imagine if the 50th one's a Harry Potter person. Damn
It's
it!
not. All right, I also have a tidbit.
So that wasn't very interesting, was it?
No, it was. I liked it.
It's different.
You're addicted at the moment.
Okay,
Like,
I'm scrolling. I'm death scrolling.
There's this new.
And we're taller than all those people. Does that make you feel good?
That's crazy. There's this new sort of Harry Potter meme format going around that's like, what if Uncle Vernon was a good guy who loved Harry? And it's just like all these meme formats of like Harry playing Quidditch and he catches the snitch and then it just cuts to Uncle Vernon in the Quidditch stands being like, well done, Harry. That's my boy. And then there's another one where, Voldemort, it's the last battle with Voldemort and Harry and Voldemort's trying to kill Harry. And then it just cuts to like the scene with Uncle Vernon with the rifle in the first movie.
Yeah.
And then it makes it look like he's shooting Voldemort in the head. And he just goes, don't touch my nephew. And then and Harry goes, thanks, Uncle Vernon. And he goes, no worries, Harry. I love you. Anyway.
I love that.
That's a little tidbit.
Make it a bit more wholesome.
Yeah. That would be good. Anyway, should we get into
Thanks,
the double
Unky
F?
Vern.
We'll get into
let's-
the double
let's
F.
get- yeah. Bit of,
What happened on last chapter? Was that the school
You're
counsellor?
asking the wrong guy.
God.
It was the school counsellor.
Oh my god, that was a good chapter. There's a lot.
When did you leave for overseas?
September 7th.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, we pick up at chapter 14 and good times.
Great classic hits.
It's 104.3 Gold 104.
Go.
Chapter 14, Sam. We start, sorry, I'm really tired because I've been recording podcasts all day and working.
I've been working on people. I've been saving people money all morning.
I've been making a list of everyone I've ever met.
Yeah,
all
sorry,
day,
yeah.
So my
I would
brain
say
is
if
fried.
there's a task you can probably fob off.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got just too much on my plate. You're writing a list. People you've met. And by the way, Facebook friends exist.
Yeah,
Duh.
true. I feel like this is actually what Facebook is about.
It's maybe it's not, but like, you know, if you're saying you're overworked.
Yeah, I can't really complain. It did fry my brain a bit. Anyway, chapter 14. Sam, start us off by reading the title of the chapter.
Because before I just named a teacher at our old school, and then you're like, oh my God, you're teachers. And
yeah.
now you're probably thinking,
there's categories of
there's
people.
so many teachers you haven't written down yet.
Teachers, primary school teachers, university lecturers,
Oh.
and then you think of people that were in the classes, and then people with the same surname from other parts of your life.
Yeah,
it's difficult.
Like a teacher you had for what 3 months while you did a class at uni.
Yeah. I've met them. Oh, I just thought of another university.
Exactly. See, it's
Okay, let's just read the chapter.
I agree. We should get rid of this name thing, even though it's not really to do with my life.
Well, it is. You're in it. You're in the list.
Take me out. Take me out.
No,
Matt.
your sister's in there as well.
Keep my name off your fucking list.
All right.
I will.
Title of the chapter, Sam. I'm going to.
Wow.
Even your dad's on it, Adam Garlep, because I met him at your show, remember?
my dad's
And your
name.
sister, Liv?
Yeah.
I've never met your sister, Lies.
Really? So that's
And
funny.
you've got another sister, don't
I
you?
do.
What's her name?
I'm not telling. I don't want her on your fucking list. All right. I'm going to begin the chapter
Just do it.
by reading the title of the chapter.
Yeah.
Chapter 14. The Bogfart in the toilet.
Ooh. So the boggart in the wardrobe, I think, was the OG.
Nice.
Love that's a very juvenile take.
But even though we'd say
Bogfart.
boggart,
Yeah.
or do you say boggart or boggart? What do they say in the movies?
Boggart? That's a boggart. That's a
That's a boggart, that is.
yeah. Boggart. Bogfart.
Boggart.
Bogfart.
Boggart. But I can't say bogfart. It has to be bogfart.
The bogfart in the toilet.
It's funny because
Also,
a bog is a poo.
Is a poo. Yeah.
We are on a roll today.
Yeah.
I just got up so early as well. I got up really early because I
Yeah.
wasn't ready for my meeting. So
Oh,
we
yeah.
had a really early meeting.
Yeah.
So I just had to get up at like, I don't know, 6-ish.
6. Jesus
Yeah, and then I
Christ.
just worked on my laptop and then I ran to the office.
Sorry, man. All right, let's do it.
I'm starting. I'm telling you for the last time, yes, Michael said angrily on the way to the Defense Against the Dark Arts / Farts classroom after Tom asked if his dick had a hole in it again. Like, are you sure? Why do you have to ask more than
Does
once?
your dick have a hole in it?
Yes.
It's supposed to. If it doesn't, you should get
They
checked.
all do. They all do.
Man.
And they walked past a couple of 6th-year Ravenclaws kissing on the lips.
That's weird.
What a random aside.
Have you read this book?
Yeah. Wow. As the boys entered the classroom, they noticed Cheeseman Damo standing at the front of the class, professional, dressed neatly in a dark brown suit that looked extremely old and tattered, and smiling as students from Gryffindor, Slytherin, and Expelled shuffled into the room. They all... They all sung the Cheeseman Damo theme song.
What is the Cheeseman Damo theme song?
It doesn't say.
A Cheeseman Damo and a Cheeseman Damo, a Cheeseman Damo, a Cheeseman Damo.
Or is it Cheeseman Damo's here? Cheeseman Damo, Cheeseman Damo.
That's good, yeah. Send in your Cheeseman Damo theme songs. We'll make one the official song.
Is there any other kind of pun we can make on? What would it be? The big
Cheeseman Damo, Cheeseman Damo. Let it go.
Oh yeah, nice.
Let it go. But that wouldn't have existed then, so it can't be that. But
Okay.
yeah. Anyway. What?
Sorry, and then so they all sung the Cheeseman Damo theme song.
It's a Dimmy line. Okay, Professor Damo, I mean this with all due respect. The suit you're wearing is completely old and tired, and no chicks would ever want to have sex with you if you were wearing that.
Said Dimmy shyly.
He doesn't seem very shy.
And did we decide on a voice for? Oh, were you going to do Damo as well? No,
Was I? No, you're
No,
Damo.
no.
You're Damo. Yeah, anyway.
Thank you, Dimitri. Should I do it? Oh.
I hate that.
I hate that
That's
too.
not Cheeseman Damo.
Thank you, Dimitri. Thank you for your honest feedback. Perhaps this... Professor Damo snapped his fingers, and in an instant, he transfigured into a much nicer business casual style shirt and pants with neat shoes. Several of the girls were secretly thinking, I'd be interested in having sexual intercourse. And one of the guys.
Well,
Wow, yeah. I mean, is this getting a bit Gilderoy Lockhart?
yeah, it is actually, which I wouldn't have picked from Cheeseman.
No. Because I think last one, today we will be, I did a bit of that.
Yeah, it's Toby from The Office vibes, but I'm not sure if that fits it as well. But anyway.
Today we will not be in the, see, can't do
Yeah,
that.
it's too boring.
Today we will not be in the classroom for this lesson. You'll see why shortly. Follow me down the hall. Follow me down the hall. I'm just trying it out.
Yeah,
Said Professor Damo,
Yeah, try and find it. Find
who
the
exited the
voice.
classroom, and everybody followed him. Professor Damo was different to most of the other teachers. He wasn't as erotic as Harry. He wasn't as Irish as Professor O'Leary. He wasn't a bastard like Professor Flitwick Jr. He wasn't a murder like Monsieur Chargeur. He
murder.
wasn't. Yeah, exactly.
A murder of crows.
Yeah. He wasn't an idiot like Hagrid. And he wasn't an idiot.
He wasn't an idiot like Hagrid.
And he wasn't an idiot. Okay.
Sounds like the
This is good because
narrator's
we feel like we do need, like, I need this bit of context for Damo to try and figure him out.
Who is this guy? Yeah.
He wasn't as Irish? Is he slightly Irish?
He could be. Damo could be an Irish surname.
It's
Cheeseman could be an Irish first name.
Cheeseman Damo.
Yes, it's me, Cheeseman Damo. Not quite as Irish as Professor O'Leary.
My girlfriend's other sister's boyfriend, his name is Connor Toner.
Are you telling me that?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Because he's Irish, and this is easy. Connor Toner.
Connor's a very Irish name. Do I know any Connors for my list? Yes, I should put a few of them in
Shit,
there.
a brick. Okay. I'm just going to avoid saying names.
There's been a few Connors over the years.
Don't do
them all in.
this. Don't do this, Mike. Don't do this to yourself and to me.
Oh, God.
It's strange. I can't quite put my finger on it, said Rob. Could it be? Asked Sam. Professor Damo is, Lockie began. Normal, said Derek. Shut up, Derek. But correct. Normal, said Sam.
Harry Potter and the boys will be right back. Excuse this interruption, teachers and students. Just a reminder that Derek is a disgrace to all wizards, but also I'd love to remind you of a couple of things. First of all, if you're listening to this podcast on Spotify, please rate it 5 stars now. That's the easiest way for you to support the show. Patreon.com/Harry Potter and the Boys is another way you can support the show. Just give us as little as, I think, $3 a month and you get full video versions of the pod that you can watch on the couch at home. Make some popcorn. I don't know, make dinner. Watch it together with your girlfriend or boyfriend or whoever you hang out with at your house or by yourself. Everyone loves watching a podcast by themselves. As well as that, I have another podcast. It's called 20th Century Boy. It's out every Thursday. It's the conversations you wish you were having about the stuff that no one else cares about, and you can listen to that wherever you're listening to this. And why don't you give that 5 stars on Spotify as well? All right, let's get back to the show, because I know you're sick of hearing my voice.
The boys had never had a normal teacher, so they weren't used to a normal adult character in the books.
That's true. You okay?
Just needed to burp. Should have done that in the time we were just fucking around. Burp, that reminds me. Don't you know someone who's burped? You could add them to your list. Burp Johnson.
I'm still thinking of all the Connors, to be honest.
no
Yeah.
way. All right.
Burp Johnson.
Cheeseman Damo stopped in front of the girls' toilets and surprisingly,
Surprisingly.
surprisingly,
But it should
opened the door. What are you doing? That's the girls' toilets, said Michael. Oh, don't worry. No one ever comes in here. Moaning Myrtle, remember? Said Cheeseman.
Why'd you say Myrtle?
It was an accident. It did not say Myrtle, but I was hoping if I didn't address it,
It wouldn't be picked up.
it wouldn't be picked up. Or
Well, you scrutinise all the spelling mistakes, so I had to say.
you had to.
I had to say something.
Because what I was going to lean on there was that the listeners would assume you had fucked up.
Yeah, exactly, and I didn't want that to be the case.
Guys, this one time it was me, okay?
First time.
For everything.
It's a first for everything, yeah.
Hey? I just said that. This is just... We should have somewhat... It's almost like one of us should be keeping this on the rails, but
And it probably should be me, but here we
he
are.
walked in, and the rest of the class followed. Sure enough, as soon as they walked in, they were greeted by moaning Myrtle. No, I'm joking. That was a joke.
No,
moaning
no.
Myrtle. Well. Is that kind
Not
of-
bad.
Myrtle
not
said,
bad. Yeah, it's good.
I didn't think I'd be seeing you again, Cheeseman Damo.
Oh, so they know each other.
She smirked, almost like they had sexual tension, but they didn't. It has... Oh, I started reading it. I mean, what happened to my voice? It has been a while, Myrtle, but I assure you, I'm only here to teach the students a lesson now, Cheeseman replied. Professor Damo, said Luke, did you go to Hogwarts too? I did. I used to speak to Myrtle in times I had no one else to speak to.
Oh.
Myrtle, thank you. You were a friend, a confidant. But anyway...
You are a friend, a confidant. But anyway.
It's definitely been say and, but
Yeah.
and a confidant, yeah.
There's not even a comma.
You were a friend, a confidant.
Full stop. Or as the Americans call it, a period.
Idiots. But no, they're fine.
Just piss off half our audience.
Sorry.
We love you, Americans.
But I mean, what about Trump this week? Am I right? He's been bloody.
What's he doing?
Oh, he's been.
He's being impeached or some shit, isn't he?
He's not. Well, he's not the president, so he can't be impeached. No, he's been in court a bunch of times, and he's been denying
A lot of shit.
But the fact he has to go to court. Anyway, let's not talk.
Let's just do it. This isn't bloody Trump cast.
I know, but he's a bit like Voldemort. In fact, I was watching it and someone was like, it was literally like Ollivander describing Voldemort. Someone's like,
Donald Trump
You got to admit Donald Trump. He's like, you got to admit Donald Trump. I mean, they literally said
terrible.
he said it's incredible what he's done. I mean, he's created this cult-like following. I mean, I'm not endorsing it, but it's incredible.
Yeah, that is very Ollivander.
I was like, wow, that was crazy.
When I first saw the first Harry Potter movie and I was a kid and I hadn't read the book, I thought Ollivander was going to be the bad guy at the end. Because he's just like, you know who did great things.
Terrible.
Yes. But great. And I was like, that guy's the villain.
Yeah. And he turned out not to be, but he wasn't like
He wasn't
amazing.
great,
He wasn't
yeah.
great. Anyway, a friend and confidant. But anyway, my time at Hogwarts was long in the past.
Was long in the past.
I only want to think about the now, he said. Myrtle blushed at what Cheeseman said and considered flashing her vagina, but decided not to because she didn't want the students seeing.
Just
Now, that's
flashing
just
your
fucked.
vagina. You don't hear many girls flashing their vagina. If anything, you flash your boobs, but it's rare that you do a vagina flash. Anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. Newsflash. No. I don't know. You wouldn't want to. Yeah. Let's not dwell on it. Actually, there's times
I'm
when
not dwelling on
you
it.
can move on from things that you don't.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm just realizing.
I often just say what comes to my mind.
No, but I was going to dwell on it when I realized actually,
Right.
you know what's better sometimes? You just move on, you just float past
if
it.
you've got nothing nice to say,
Breeze past that. 'cause
keep
it's-
your mouth shut.
Yeah, don't want to get cancelled today. She floated away and explained that she was going to see nearly dickless Ned.
Oh, he's
who
still
had-
around.
Who had just come back from vacation in Trinidad and Tobago. What a random place to
obscure.
vacation.
Yeah, is that in Africa, Trinidad and Tobago, or is that in like the Caribbean, like Jamaica kind of area?
I think so.
Like islands.
I think so. I feel like we should map it. I think we should live fact check that.
You do
I'll be
that, but I
honest.
also want to say, is Trinidad and Tobago one country? Tobago? Is that one country? Or
Yeah,
are they two countries?
I think they are one.
But you wouldn't be like, it's Australia
Well-
and New Zealand. They're one country. Like Trinidad
It's a
Tobago.
country in the Caribbean or
Yeah,
Caribbean.
okay. So it's like okay. Where
There,
is the
it's
Caribbean?
so
Is
there's
that-
so it's two islands, one country.
right, okay. Yeah.
It's near Venezuela.
Oh, so it's in South America kind of area.
Hmm.
Yeah. Is it part of South America? Sorry, guys.
Sure might be.
Sure. Yeah, interesting. If you've been to Trinidad and Tobago or Trinidad or Tobago, let us know.
Right near Barbados,
Yeah.
we're all
Yeah. All right.
cool.
Oh, nearly Dickless Net's just been on holidays there.
Caracas, oh, cool. What a trip.
There he is. What a
What a
trip. Wonder
trip.
what he got up to there.
Oh, I don't know. What if he anyway, solidified
Just
his
leave it. Just
ticket.
leave it.
Okay, cool.
God, okay.
All the toilet cubicles were open except for one, which was locked shut. the entire cubicle rattled and shook extremely loudly and violently. Now, dicks up if you know what's in there, said Cheeseman Damo. Now, just
Yeah.
flagging that this is, they just said he was normal
Yeah.
and he's the head of HR.
Yeah, but I feel like in this time period, like there's just so much openness around nudity, and like Mr. O'Leary runs the nightly masturbation sessions at the school. Like maybe instead of hands up, they're like dicks up,
You know
which
what?
does seem inherently quite
Okay.
sexist because
But
the girls.
maybe,
Yeah.
yeah, but you're right, mate. Oh, it does actually.
Yeah.
But maybe you're right that we've gone so far from not talking about things and then it's accepting everything.
We've
and then
overcorrected, in the
overcorrected.
future. Yeah.
Anyway, this is going to be funny. A few of the students put their dicks up. And then this is funny. Yes, Quaquisha, Cheeseman said.
Is that a guy or a girl?
He said,
Quaquisha has not appeared before.
no, this is, yeah. Put her on the list. No, you haven't met her. Is that a boggart? Like in Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban? Said Quaquisha. I just decided that.
That's good. I like that.
No, it isn't. Why would we just repeat a storyline? Come, Quaquisha. Think,
Quaquiha.
Quaquiha.
There's an S missing.
And I
there.
think you meant come on, Quaquisha.
Yeah, I think so too.
Think. Think outside the box. Outside. Quaquisha, you're inside the box. Not outised. Inside. 10 points from Slytherin. Yes, Terry Fahrenheit. Terry Fahrenheit. Great name.
That's a great name. Is he related
Yeah.
to the Fahrenheit?
Yeah, you'd imagine. Yes, Terry Fahrenheit, said Cheeseman. Do you want to do
Can I
it?
be Terry?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a bogfart, that is.
Said Terry Fahrenheit, one of the Slytherins. Really good by you. I
Really
like that
bought
voice.
into his
Yeah.
character.
Now, as part of your defense against the dark farts, you need to learn how to combat a bogfart. You see, a bogfart has no known shape. It is what happens when a Boggart's mother does a fart when giving birth. The Boggart
I'm
becomes
sure
a
most
bogfart.
human mothers fart.
They
while
sure
giving
do.
birth. Yeah.
Often they shit.
Have heard that.
Hmm.
That's so awkward.
I guess you probably wouldn't give a fuck.
Yeah, you wouldn't give a shit.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Ah, got him.
The bog.
Are we on form today, guys?
How's this? Yeah. The bogfart takes the shape of whatever you find smelliest and scariest in the world. Very scary and smelly stuff. I don't like where the brackets are there.
Yeah, it's like very scary and then in brackets and smelly stuff.
Where it
which
should be very scary and then in brackets, and smelly, end brackets stuff.
outside the brackets.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree.
Cheeseman was a great teacher, it says.
Not really, he hasn't done anything. Can I be Luke, who's got the next line?
Yeah, I was going to just quickly...
Yeah.
Oh, this
No,
is
say,
a
say,
bit.
say.
Did you watch... Australian free-to-air TV. Did you... After Thank God You're Here, did you see last night...
Inspired Unemployed.
Inspired Unemployed.
Watched a bit of it, yeah.
Have a TV show. Anyway, without not doing a review of that, it's called The Inspired Unemployed
Impractical
Jokers.
Yeah.
Then,
It's a format from overseas, by the way.
literally that line, Impractical Jokers, is the format.
Yes.
Impractical Jokers is a format, is it?
Is a TV format, yes.
Because
So, for those who are not in TV, a format is like a show that is sold around the world. So, for example, like Wheel of Fortune
Yeah.
is a show format.
Yeah, so
and
you've
you
got-
localize it.
you've got US Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah, the
You've got
Chase
Australian. Yeah.
started in the UK, I think, and now we've got Chase Australia. There's one in America. There's like a Spanish one. There's yeah. So yes. So go on. Sorry.
Yes. Well, I guess what I was going to say, what annoyed me about it is in the title of the whole format then, it don't always be format to format, is that in brackets it has impractical in brackets
Yeah.
and then jokers, not
Where
in
it
brackets.
should be in
brackets,
practical
jokers. Because
yeah.
it's a prank show. So they're doing practical jokes.
Yeah.
So why is impractical,
Impractical in brackets. That's stylized really
It's
weirdly.
fucked.
I don't like that. Yeah.
Immediately, I was like,
You're
it
out.
came on, I was like, that's wrong.
Yeah. I didn't even notice
If
that.
you don't care about that,
But yeah.
how can you care about the show?
A lot of people care about that show. I'm sure more people care about it than this show.
Please don't clip that up into a reel.
I'm not going to clip it.
But yeah, I'm sure they're great guys and it's a great show.
We love
I didn't
the
watch it.
Inspired
I didn't watch it, so I'd love to. I'm sure it's great. I haven't watched it.
All right. Luke's line. Oh, okay. So
Oh, you always want to lead in. Okay. Cheeseman was a great teacher.
So how do we combat it?
Ask Luke.
Now I know how it's hard for you to read this.
Easy. Repeat after me. Restinculous.
Restinculous.
The whole class said.
This is very Prisoner of Azkaban.
This class is restinculous, said Dragon Mailboy. Hilarious, by the way. Thank you, Dragon. No, but actually Cheeseman says, 10 points for Slytherin, Mr. Mailboy.
Wait, for Slytherin?
Yeah. I think they're from. That's hilarious.
I think it's supposed to be from.
What says, 10 points for Slytherin, Mr. Mailboy, and you can wait outside the class, Cheeseman said. That's
for a special prize?
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
Or is it like, hey, you've realised the class is restinculous, you can leave. You don't have to do it.
Exactly.
Wait outside.
Yeah.
Skip the class.
You're no this Bogfart's no match for you. Now, I'm going to let the Bogfart out, so I'd like you all to line up and use Restinculous on it. Restinculous evaporates the Bogfart into fart-based steam, which is harmless.
Sounds harmless.
Yeah. Which is just something, I like that that's just, you've made it up, but it sounds right.
Just like most of Harry Potter,
Yeah.
really.
Cheeseman unlocked the cubicle, and the boys lined up. First up was Michael.
Can I do Michael?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I feel like this is where doesn't a fun song start playing in the movie?
Yeah, it does. He puts a vinyl record player on in the movie.
And even though this song doesn't come on in the movie, this comes on in other movies. That song that goes.
What is that song? Is that what you want to play under this?
Little pretty one.
Okay.
I'll
I'll try and find it.
I think it's from Matilda.
I'm not going to try hard.
I know, but that's what would come on in this scene.
Yeah, cool. Gotcha.
And if they decided to have the rights,
you know what I think could come on in this scene as well? Express yourself. Express yourself. Bam.
Yes.
Come on, use Restinculous. Express yourself. Do
Yeah.
Restinculous.
And it's like the Bogfart took the form of a giant poo monster.
A giant poo monster. The scariest and smelliest thing I can think of. Restinculous.
Said Michael. Great work, Michael, said Cheesemo. Man, express is dun 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 as the giant poo monster evaporated. Next up, Luke. Luke walked up, and the Bogfart took the form of a giant poo monster. I can see where this is going.
In the original, of course, it's like there's the spider for Ron.
Yeah.
I think Pavati has the snake. Someone has a clown. And then with this, it's like, hey, a giant poo monster. Well, what's scary and smelly?
Exactly, I guess,
a
yes.
bunch of dead bodies or a giant poo monster.
Even if I was like fifth in line, I guess if I was thinking of like, I guess like a bit of dog shit on the ground.
Yeah.
But then I see bloody Luke going up at the front. I'm like, oh fuck! Look at that giant puma. That's really scary.
And it's smelly.
You know what? That's my new scary thing. I'm now more scared of that. So Luke walked up in the Bogfart, took the form of a giant poo monster, the scariest and smelliest thing he could think of.
Restinculous,
said Luke, and the giant poo monster evaporated. You're up, Dimmy. Said Chessman. Chessman.
Now, is that a different character?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
He just loves chess.
You're up, Dimmy. Okay. As Dimmy stepped up to the Bogfart, it instantly took the shape of a giant poo monster, the scariest and smelliest thing he could think of. Dimmy walked up to Cheeseman Damo and whispered in his ears.
Oh, okay. And I'm going to do it. This is how Dimmy would do it, because I get really into Dimmy.
Yeah.
I'm actually... So, you're Cheeseman Damo.
Yeah, I know.
I'm actually so scared that I've pooped my pants. Would I be able to just walk out of the classroom without looking back and just go to the common room and wash up and take the rest of the day off school?
Absolutely. In fact, yeah, it says absolutely. But I want to be like, in fact, I'd rather you did. That's so funny. Dimmy... So you've shat yourself, essentially. Dimmy's pooped himself.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Dimmy walked out of the classroom without looking back and went to the common room to wash up. As he exited, he said,
Oh, what's that funky smell? It must be the Bogfart. It definitely isn't me. I definitely didn't poop my pants.
And then he came in again wearing a disguise where he had glasses and a mustache on and a suit, and he said,
hello, I'm just the school inspector. Have you boys seen Dimmy? That guy's really cool, and he definitely wouldn't do anything embarrassing, like, for example, poop his pants. Apparently, his dad invented PS2.
Sure, they fooled everyone. Like, why waste time? You got shit in your pants. Anyway. Later in the day, he said,
hey guys, sorry I had to leave the class earlier. My dad was ringing from the set of the new DreamWorks movie and wanted to give me a tour.
How? How is he giving me a tour? They're not talking about iPhones. Like, each student went up, and surely enough, each time the Bogfart shifted into a giant poo monster because it was the only thing they could think of in the moment that was both scary and smelly. The boys had a great time in class, and Cheeseman Damo rushed off when the bell went for a meeting with Harry Potter. Just as he left, the PA sounded across the school. "Good evening, everybody," the voice of Harry Potter said, followed by the voice of Hermione, being like, "It's 11 a.m., Harry." "Oh, ha! Balonskis, what a fuck up from me. Good afternoon, everybody." "Oh, do you like my new word, Hermione? Every time I do something crazy or stupid, I go, Balonskis. I don't even know where I got it from. It just came to me."
Which is Gorby, Bolonsky, and Galley?
Galley, I think it was.
Where Father Goyle was getting a blowjob from a centaur at the funeral.
The Balonskis were students at the school that were killed last year, Hermione said. Harry looked stunned at her. "Balonskis? Did they actually? Fuck. Do the parents know?" "Well, you were supposed to have a meeting with them," said Hermione. Harry looked stunned, like in The Simpsons when Troy McClure gets asked, "What does DNA stand for?"
That is a funny moment. It's like, "Mr. McClure, what does DNA stand for?" And he just looks at the camera like, and it cuts. That's a funny reference.
Then he spoke into the PA. "Anyway, just a reminder that Derek is a disgrace to all wizards. Oh, Hermione, look, mistletoe." That is really good.
It's funny because it's ambiguous as to whether there actually is mistletoe above them or if he's just saying it to try and get Hermione to kiss him.
Is it Christmas at all? We don't know. Hermione...
Mistletoe is spelt wrong as well.
Yeah, it is. Then is the last line of the chapter. Hermione made a noise that sounded like rolling her eyes. End of chapter.
What's that sound, do you think?
But you can't... But that's associated with rolling your eyes. It's not actually rolling your eyes.
Yeah, I guess the sound of rolling your eyes is like...
Ready?
Yeah.
Did you hear that, guys?
Can't hear it.
Yeah.
What's the next chapter?
Well, I'm not going to read it out. Oh.
Ooh.
Me like you.
It's a funny chapter title. It does kind of feel like, I don't know what to do next.
Yeah.
Interesting chappy. Just a little class with Cheeseman Damo or Cheeseman
Damo.
Do you
think that you, when you're writing this, just at some points just got the real chapter names and thought, okay, how do I
turn it into a fun-based pun?
Kind of, but go, how do I progress my story, but with the prompt of this chapter that I'm going to switch into my own chapter name?
As in, am I following the book along? Maybe, yeah.
Maybe not.
Maybe, I don't know.
I'm not going to give you that much credit.
Fuck, that was fun. Sorry, I was off my game today.
No, you not more than usual.
We still need to figure out, this is an off-air chat, but dates for when we're bulk recording for when I'm in Europe.
Well, it's totally. I think but that's why I asked you when you left. And it's actually quite soon, isn't it?
I think you're doing, did we say you're going to do 2 and Jackie Hatton's going to do 2?
We did say that.
Yeah.
So that's an announcement, I guess.
One day, me and you have to do 3 of these.
Is
that right?
Wouldn't we have not, I guess we would tell. I mean, I'm trying to think of whether we would not tell the audience. So
I've already said I'm going to Europe and we're pre-recording 4 episodes.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Okay.
I'm not. No, I was going to say something that I definitely can't say. I'll tell you off air.
Was it the C word?
No, no, it wasn't.
Were you gonna? Because
it was Voldemort. It's tabooed.
Because you have described your listeners like that before.
No, I have not.
These are those stupid...
What, caring, generous people? Those stupid, caring, generous people who are interested in signing up to the Patreon, patreon.com/Harry Potter and the Boys, to see the full video that half of which was filmed on my iPad in like the worst framing ever.
It's from under our chins. It's exactly where you're not. It's actually where I take most of the photos. For, like when my girlfriend's like, I'll take a photo of you at a restaurant, and it's from this angle. So she's like, they're all terrible.
Yeah. But yeah, otherwise, do you have anything to plug? At Sam Garlip on Insta, at radio.mike on Insta.
That's about it. And I don't know, I imagine we're going to spend another hour or so putting in the names of people you've met. If you could see what I'm looking at right now, because the list is up.
Oh, God, yeah.
Let's do what? Why don't I'm going to read. Why don't you give me a name? And I'll...
A name or a number?
A number, sorry.
Okay, let's do... Oh, God, this could be weird. Let's do 400... Oh. No, let's do 182. Blink 182. 182. Who's at 182?
And is it using this?
Yeah, but you need to move it. Sorry. Oh. You need to move it. Yeah. Move it across to the other monitor. Yeah, and then scroll.
So you said 182?
Yeah, 182. And let's also do 404. So let's do 2. Who's at 182? Read it out.
182 on Mike's list of people
that I've met.
That you've met. Okay. Oh, why are some people redacted?
Oh, so if I can't remember their first or surname, but I can remember the interaction, I just don't put their name and I put a description of when I met them.
You put a like a black mark, like it's redacted, like it's maybe a Trump.
No.
This 182 is blank Tinsey.
Oh, yeah, you might know this person. So there was a guy at our school called Carlos Tinsey.
Yeah.
And his mum was a librarian at the school. What was her first name?
And yelled at me for playing Red Hot Chili Peppers before class.
Yeah, that happened. See, that's what I'm talking about. Any interaction. She was a librarian at the school, and she yelled at me for playing Red Hot Chili Peppers.
I can't remember her first name.
So yeah, I just know her surname was Tinsey because her son's name was Carlos Tinsey.
That's so...
Shout out to Carlos if you're listening. What's your mum's name? She's on my list of people I've met.
That is insane. 404.
Yep.
Naomi Higgins.
Oh, Naomi Higgins from she's a comedian. Yeah. I met her because she used to work at SCA.
Well, I didn't realise that.
There you go.
Okay, and if you
want to do you want to see there's some people people on the list as well that I'll never be able to really...
Sorry, stop. You've got someone who's blank. You've you don't so you don't remember their name at all.
No, so they're my friend's sister's husband that I met once.
I know her.
I don't know the husband's name, but like the really tough ones I'll show you are sort of the people. Like, I've got to find one and then we'll wrap the pod.
We don't usually do a chit-chat like this at the end. But
yeah, but like, I just think this is so interesting.
Sorry, for you to redact both people's names, and it would have taken less time for you to just look up her husband's name than like...
But I don't know it. Okay, so like there's people here like Takahiro. He was a Japanese exchange student at my primary school when I was in grade 4, and he got us to watch Spirited Away in class.
You know what? He does sound like a hero.
If anyone knows Takahiro...
What a hero.
Let me know. Takahiro, if you're listening, let me know. Sam, what else is there to say but goodbye?
Goodbye, Amoris. And good riddance. I bet you this list won't be happening next week.
Thank you so much for listening to this week's episode of Harry Potter and the Boys. Make sure you subscribe to the Patreon, patreon.com/Harry Potter and the Boys, full video versions. And if you want to hear more of me right now, check out my other podcast, 20th Century Boy, the conversations you wish you were having about the stuff that no one else cares about. All right, we'll catch you soon. This podcast was a Radio Mike original production. Head to radiomike.com.au to check out all our other content, stay up to date at radio.mike on Instagram, and get in touch, radiomikepod@gmail.com.